What's going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. And man, hey, time to get the new year started off, man. Please forgive me for all of the clear in my throat and everything. Your boy is a little bit sick, so I'm starting a new year off sick. But it's okay. I'm gonna get over it. Now, another thing I want to tell everybody, man, is thank y'all for getting me to 800 subscribers, man, before the end of the year, man. I didn't get to say it in that last video because I kind of pre-recorded that one so I can have it done, just so I can have a little bit of a break, you know, to focus on family and Christmas and all of that stuff. So I do want to say thank y'all for that, man. Y'all, I mean, I really appreciate it. So this has got to be the year for us, y'all. We got to get to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. We got to make that happen this year, man. And I can't do it by myself, man. I need y'all's help, but I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. So, of course, you know, we're not going to start the year off on the Ghost because, well, the Ghost doesn't need this work. But I kind of wanted to show you guys, just in case you have this issue with your cars. You can do this on any car, even though I'm doing this on this work on the truck. It still transfers over to every vehicle if you want to do it, and that's clearing up your headlights. So let me show y'all what my headlights is looking like, and I'm going to show y'all just what I do. Pretty simple process. You know, it's gonna require a little elbow grease, but you get a good product in the end. Plus, you'll have better protection on your headlights than they do when you get them stock. So let's go ahead and dig into it, y'all. This is one that I have already done. It's already completed. This is how it looks, and this is what it was. This is what it looked like before. Now, my headlights aren't as bad as as they could be, but with the products that I'm using here, this Dupli-Color UV haze, well, basically this is going to protect your headlights from any UV lights, which is really what starts, you know, degrading the little coating that's over the headlights. So this is going to help that out. It's actually it's got the UV protection, and it's a polish as well. Now, I'm also going to upgrade the headlights to LED lights. That way then I can see a little bit more, see a little better at nighttime. But another thing that I also do use is I use the sandpaper method. So what I wound up doing is I start out with 1,000 grit. After 1,000 grit, I go to 1,500, then 2,000, and then I finish it off with a 2,500 grit sandpaper. So, and I just do it in stages like that, and I wet sand it. So not that, you know, it's not that hard, you know, it's just a little elbow grease and you can get it done. All right, so here we go, y'all. So this is what we got here. I got my spray bottle with water. I'm gonna tear us off a piece of 1,000 grit sandpaper here. And then from there, we're gonna start the sanding process. So let's get it cracking, man. Spray this down with some water and then sand away. Now notice as I'm doing this, for my first two passes with the 1,000 grit and the 1,500, I'm only going in one direction, which is I'm going straight across. Now you don't want to go in the swirly motion because then you got to deal with those scratches and stuff. So this is just, you know, one way, side to side. And I'm gonna do this direction with the 1,000 and the 1,500 grit sandpaper. So as you can see, all this yellow stuff on there, that's the film and everything that's coming off. All of that cloudiness. So you want to make sure you keep the headlight nice and wet. And I'll do this until I have less of that yellowness showing on here. And you don't want this thing to get dry. You want to make sure you know, I spray the sandpaper and spray the headlight as well. So now that I got a little bit of some buildup on there, the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm gonna wipe it off. So I got me a towel here. I'll wipe it off, and you see it's already starting to get a little bit cloudy, but that's what we want to see. So that I'm not using the same stuff to scratch it up more than I actually wanted to. You clean it off. Hit it with some more water. And then we're gonna sand it some more. As you can see, mine are not all of that bad, but it's not showing any yellow. It's not a yellow tinge to the color of the headlight now that I've gotten rid of most of that damaged area. They kind of degraded over time. That little clear coating that's on there, getting it off of there now. So now we're getting kind of dry. We spray it with some more water. Let's wipe it down. And that's kind of what we're looking like right now. So this is good to see. All right. So now we're gonna break out the 1500. So let's tear us off a nice little section of 1500. Spray it down with some water. Spray the headlight down with some water again. And we're gonna repeat the same process. Sand this thing down. And like I say, with 1000 and 1500, I'm gonna keep going in the same direction as across. And this is gonna help smooth out any of those scratches from the 1000 grit. And that's the reason why you kind of do it in steps, and you step up to try and smooth out the headlight that much more. I mean, I could probably go another step further and do maybe 3000. I have done that before, but I'm just gonna stop at 2500 on these, because like I say, these are not that bad. If it was a little worse than that, I probably would, because that means I would have to dig into them a little bit deeper. There's that. More water. There we go. Now let's wipe this off. And let's see what we're looking like now. And now it's getting a little bit more foggier, but that's good. We got all of the damaged stuff off of there, all of the yellow tint off the headlight. There we go. A little rinse. Wipe it down. And there we go. So now is when we get to the next step, which is going to be the 2000 grit. So let's snatch off a little section of 2000 grit sandpaper. Now you can get your sandpaper. I get it from any automotive store, O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto, AutoZone, anyone. Or you can get it for a really good price and go to Walmart. So same process. It's just going to be rinse and repeat. You want to make sure that the headlight stays nice and wet, and then you spray your sandpaper as well. Now this time I'm going to go up and down with it. There we go. Then we change the direction of it. That way it helps smooth out the finished product a little bit better. There we go. That's just something that I do. I don't do the swirls. That's for polishing, not for sandpapering. And there we go. We're not getting no yellow film. It's really looking good. And if you feel it, it's smooth. It's really smooth to the touch now. So that means we're having a really good surface. Alrighty. And like I said, y'all can do this to any headlight. It ain't just gotta be for no 06 Silverado. This is just the technique that I use if you wanna clean up your headlights a little bit. All right, so now let's check that out. You see how that's looking? It's not really any scratches too much. It's still a little wet, but it's very smooth. Now, technically I can stop right there, but me, I kind of want to go a little bit further to make sure we got it all hooked up to 2500. Now I'm doing all of this in real time, which is gonna make the video longer, but you can kind of see the process that I'm going through and the time that it's taking. So I'm gonna throw that old piece over there to the side, and we're gonna do the same thing again. Wet the screen, wet the headlight up, and then, oh no, I'm going up and down on this one, I almost forgot, look at that. So the 2500, and you see we ain't really hardly getting too much of any debris at all. It's just really smoothing it out. And you can see just how well it's looking right now with it just like that. It's just wetting it up. And that's what we're looking like. So now that looks really good already. So way better than it looked before. Like I said, it's a little cloudy, but that's all gonna go away after I use the polish on it. The polish on it is gonna make it a little bit more clearer. And then whenever you spray the protectant on it, the UV protectant on there, it's gonna be even better. So let's dry it off all of the way here. All right. Okay, so we are good to go there. So now, so we get into our two-stage UV protecting kit. All right, so you got your step 2, and then you have your step 1, which right here, you gotta make sure you shake it up. And you wanna get yourself a clean microfiber cloth. All right, so now let's go ahead and spray this on there. So now, make sure you shake it up really good. So I got it shaken up. And then from there, at this point, when you put this on there, this is the polish. You want to put it on there, and then this you can do in a swirling motion and kind of get rid of all of the little bitty scratches that we did put into it. And you can see, just by doing this here polishing, just how much better the headlight is starting to look now. You can see there it's getting a lot clearer now. Now, you might have to do this a few times maybe, but I'm gonna do this one time, and then I'll probably put y'all on a time lapse, and we'll finish this part of the process off, and I'll show you the finished product after the polishing phase. And there we go. That's it. You see, that's how it looked. That's a finished product. Now, most people, they'll stop there and they got clear headlights, but you'll be right back to the same thing again. So what you want to do is then that's when you got this here, the step 2 on there, which is the clear coat, but it protects you against UV damage to the lens. So what you do is I'm gonna make sure this thing is dry and has no more polish on it. So that's what I'm about to do now. Wipe it down really good. Make sure I have no more polish on here. All right, so now we're completely dry. Now, the only thing I have to do now, I'm gonna shake up this clear coat a little bit. And then you just spray one coat over it. You don't want to go too heavy, but it'll spray it really good on its own. And like you see how it looks now. Now wait till when I spray this on there. And there it is. And see, it kind of just runs all the way down. All the access is going down here to the bottom here, but that's fine. And that's it. Now, headlights looking brand new. Now, you could do this while it's on the car. You don't necessarily have to take your headlights out. I just did on this one, just because my truck is in the street and I didn't want to be in the street doing this. But you leave it on the car. Only thing different about that whole process that you would have to tape off the area. That way then you don't accidentally sandpaper the your paint job, and you don't get any you won't get any overspray onto your paint or your clear coat on your car. That's the only difference between the two. But now what I do is you let this sit, and they say they recommend that you give it at least 2 hours to cure before you actually take your car out on the road and drive with it. Me, I'm gonna let these things sit for like maybe, I don't know, 3 hours or so. I might even let them sit overnight out in the garage, the way they don't have nothing hit it. No, if the wind blows and blows trash in it. That's one of the other reasons why I did it. I took them off and brought them in here. If the truck was in the garage, that'd be a different story if it would fit. But I would be able to do it on the truck and leave it inside and let it do its thing. But this is just me trying to protect it and make sure it has the best chance of success. But there we go, all done. And that's pretty much all you have to do if you want to clean up your headlights on any car that you have. It ain't got to just be, it ain't just for trucks or just this particular sequence. You can do that. So I'll link this product in the description. And the only other thing I'm gonna do is, like I say, I'm gonna put these LED lights in there so I can have me a little bit better visibility at nighttime. That pretty much wraps it up for how I clean my headlights and make them brand new, and they wind up lasting for an extremely long time with that UV protectant on there. So like I said, I'll link all this stuff in the description if you guys want to try it out. But I went on ahead and I replaced the headlights with the LED ones. And here we go. This is it. This is the finished product. So this is what they're looking like now, as opposed to what they looked like before. So does work, man. Appreciate y'all for checking me out in this video. I got some stuff coming up, man. I just wanted to get some of this stuff knocked out. Got to improve some stuff on the daily from time to time, but this is something that I think transfers over to any car, and you guys should be able to use that information. Now I got something else I want to do too. Y'all might be interested in that, but we'll see. Again, appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for supporting your boy and checking me out this long, man. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified whenever I put out a video. And until that next video, y'all, peace.